gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he is out of bounds as they'll start. The 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time to James Conner. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Next report by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this league very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, Etienne once more. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. play action. Allen lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here comes Grant on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On play action. Love to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Love back to it here after the pick six. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Love now to pass on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run with Dobbins. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and goal, Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gerald Everett from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Boss, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Another tote for Etienne. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And now they'll throw with Allen. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Love now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. Touchdown Jaguars. Mecole Hardman, 59 yards. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Allen off the play fake. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This is caught. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Colts. Hayden Hurst, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
22 yards there, a first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 16. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. On 2nd and 12. Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Following the interception, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Love. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Off the play fake, Love. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts in this fourth quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Second down and goal. Allen, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the Murphys. He'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. In motion left is Watkins. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. First down, going to the air with Love. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Going back to Love. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
On 2nd and goal, Love got his man. It's It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Bass on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 31, Allen. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play action. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We just saw there. That's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
One final try here for Allen. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And again, it's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Allen going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown Colts. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jaguars, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a suit, I'm painted like a fool.
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount.